All righty, we are live. Cajun Coin Hunter here with you today, aka Boudreaux. And let's see, trying to get this. I rearranged this area, work area, and it's cameras out of angle and all that. Let's see, where's my audio derived from? Okay, we got it on that. That done. All right, that's it. How's everybody doing tonight? Oh, I gotta fill this space in right here. Got the chat popped out. All right, well, I need to send some more links out. Okay. Where's my email? I don't have my email popped out yet. Yeah, boy. Slacking. Slacking. Okay. Sent out a couple of text messages. I don't know if Field Guy's working at the moment. If he is, he'll be off in about an hour. I don't plan on staying live that long. About an hour or something like that. Okay. Oh, what's this? Okay. All right. Get my email. What's up, Doctor Who? What's happening, Mona Me? And Electron. Now, 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 David Carlisle, I have the notification. There we go. Mike Badger, what's up, Mona Me? I hope you're in a good area tonight. I was gonna scope a couple of coins, but Mrs. scooped them up. So I don't know if I can. I didn't want to take them all out and just for a couple. I know there was no silver in that, in those 8 coins or whatever. Oh, boom, right here. Okay. Your heater just quit. Oh boy. Yeah, and it's like let's see. Gonna be I forgot what the temperature was gonna be. It's 48 now. I think it's gonna be like 40 in the morning here. So uh probably be about 35, 33 up where you at. Maybe cooler. Oklahoma. 10? That'll work. That'll work. I didn't see what LSU. I didn't check the score on that today, tonight, whatever. I had the neighbor over just now. That didn't run me late. Kind of, but anyway. Uh, he was talking about football and the Aints. Well, the Saints. They earned the S in the last two games. They earned their S back. I I've never heard that said before, so I guess I just coined that phrase. Going to be 20s. I figured, up at 30s, like if it's 40 here, 10-degree difference up there. But yeah, that's right. You in the higher elevations. Remember, we didn't have electricity for a while. A couple days one winter in Mississippi, around just north of Pascagoula. Man, it got down like I think 24, and it was cold in that house, man. And it was off the ground on stilts, and there was no insulation underneath, so that man, it was cold in there. No heat, no electricity. Dumb Moose, what's up, mon ami? Auburn 21, Texas A&M 7. Damn, Auburn's dominating Texas. The Aggies. Shit, the Aggies, they beat LSU. I think for the last, I don't know if we won the last year's game or they did, but we've been tip for tap with them lately. Win 1 year and a loss. Win 1 year and a loss. Win, loss. So it's like trading games. There's no streaks, no 3-game streaks or nothing with between LSU and Texas A&M. I remember one time, uh, Cass Speed Wrench on YouTube. He uh, they do on Thursday nights. They used to. I don't know if they still do it or not. Anyway, Cass that they predict. Bunch of guys get up there and they took on. It's Power Stroke Jude, Speed Wrench, Papa Cass, and Lindsay Tools. They check your email, Mike Badger. They do like a forecast for Saturday. They do their takes on their team. Each one of them has a set of teams. They switch it around. They talk about teams. So Cass was talking about Texas. He's in Texas, so he's not that far from Texas A&M. Anyway, he said, "What can I say? LSU is going to mop the floor with them." I'm like, well, that was his prediction. LSU was going to win and a big margin too, big victory. That didn't happen. Texas A&M, they mopped the floor with us. I mean, it was a rout. It was like a huge spread. Aggies had like, I don't know, it was 40 to 10 or something. Aggies won. Yeah, man. Like, bam. It never goes your way sometime. Oh, yeah, well, that's bad when you can't eat ice cream. It's bad when you can't eat ice cream. She has a couple of teeth pulled. Quick rinse. What's up, man? Oh crap! I forgot to send you a link. Hold on. Oh, I got my Gmail right here. Man. Okay, got both of y'all in there. All right, got that done. All right, quick rinse. And that email sent. That to Frosty too. Got the work area organized. I got stuff switched around. My hot air station used to be over here, and I used to have to unwrap the cord around it. No, it was in a tight spot right there. So I'll move my soldering stations. I got two soldering stations right there. I don't know why. Well, I was gonna just leave that one here and then take the other one and put over there on the the workbench over there, electronics bench there. But I needed some height for the camera, so I left that and I had it. And then I moved the hot air station to right here on this side. Now all I got to do is grab the wand and there it is. It's right there. I can do what I want right here. I don't have to unwrap it or nothing. All I do is grab it out the holder. Boom. Just lay it back in. It's far enough away from the wall for its cool down period. It's not heating anything up on the cool down. Braxton the Snake Fiend, what's up? Northwest Louisiana represent. Shreveport. And my cup of pens and scissors and emery boards and popsicle sticks to, for different things. In fact, I used a popsicle stick this morning for making a probe. And I got the signal tracer over there, a port. I got to put it back together. I thought I had a broken wire in there. I don't, or unsoldered wire. And I don't. So, and then the table's full of junk right there. That table there, one of them, I don't know, that thing's got to be 7 foot. It ain't no 6 foot. I know that. I guess it is 6 foot. Yeah, it's a bowling table. Let's see. I thought they were 7. Guess not. Where's the fold at? Where's the crack? Oh well. I'll get up after a while. I'll find it. Oh, born fat, Braxton. Born fat. Born fat. Happy birthday. Let's see. Mrs. is in a little over a week. A little over a week. December 1st is Mrs.'s birthday. A double shout out, huh? Cornbread. What's up? Fish and seafood tonight. Hello, shot. Yeah, I got some, in fact, leftover shrimp stew. Made some last night. Made a pot of shrimp stew last night and gonna eat the rest of them. I think I can eat all the rest of them. Maybe not. I don't know. I'm gonna sure try. It ain't if I don't, it ain't because I didn't give it a good the good old college try, huh? Yeah. Oh yeah, boiled eggs and a shrimp stew or shrimp gumbo. Oh yeah. Miss Genevieve over in Grostet at the Red Store. Cornbread, I don't know if you remember the community coffee commercials from like 35 years ago, 30 and 35 years ago. They used to have this lady, glasses, dark hair, and it was at the Red Store. They would like pull up a shot of the front of the store, and there was an old time general store, you know, with the wooden floors and smelled real good when you walk in. Well, um, that was in Grostet, and it was Miss Genevieve, uh, and the community coffee commercials, and she had that smile like that, you know. Well, that store burnt down a few years back, but they had plate lunches every day in there, and yeah, community coffee. The plants in Port Allen, right there at the bridge. Okay, that'll work, Dave. And they served plate lunches, and then like during Lent, Wednesdays and Fridays they had seafood. You know, they had a choice. You know, like fried catfish or you know, fried catfish, fries, salad, you know, toast, or shrimp stew or crawfish etouffee. And the shrimp stew always had boiled eggs in it. Oh yeah, and they were cut in half. So when you get that, I always say, "How about an extra half a egg, Miss Genevieve?" And she throw me an extra half a egg in there, so I get an egg and a half. Boy, and man, them eggs, that is so good. That all that gravy that gets up in there and that yolk and oh man, oh yeah. But there's a trick to that. You know, you can't put it in too early because then all the yolk will crumble up and make your gravy thick as hell. But yeah, man, hey, that store had some good plate lunches. I'd eat there 2, 3 times a week when I had my radio shop because it was just north of the Tiger Truck Stop. I didn't. Well, the address I think was no, I think it was Grosset maybe or maybe not. I think the store was in the city. Well, anyway, it wasn't a Rosedale address. Oh yeah. Then shoot, they would have beef tips. Oh man, then tri tip in a gravy actually instead of grilled. There was tri tip in a gravy, just like Missy did with that one that Kyle sent us. So I got the work area organized. It's neat, and when I started, now I thought I was gonna have a little issue with the soldering iron. Well, the station's on the right hand side of me. I'm left handed, but I used to have, when I had my shop years ago, my soldering iron used to be on the right. And I'd grab it with my right hand because I could solder with either one. But I thought I was going to have an issue with it. Get this set up right here. Get this camera moved down here like this. I thought I was going to have an issue, but uh-oh. Come on, don't. It's going down. It's moving. It's moving. Okay. I can hurry up and do this. All right. Now I can just grab this and uh, solder right here. And the station's over there. I got plenty of lead right here. I got plenty of cord going to the station right over there. I'm backwards here. So anyway, yeah, this works. It works. And then all I got to do is move this over. It takes 5 seconds longer to move this than where it was at. Well, it's all good in the neighborhood. About 10 seconds. There we go. All right. Oh, now I got to adjust it again a little bit. A little bit more. What I ought to do is use the software and adjust that thing instead of doing it by hand. I can do it with the software. And Orchid Television, what's going on, man? How you doing? Uh, Wingnut, you want to come up here in the panel? You want to join me? Look, I don't have your email, so look in the description box down here, down there. You're gonna see my email. Copy and paste that, copy that, whatever, and send me an email. Let me know when you send it, and I'll send you a link. I don't put my links in the chat. When Dixie was in New Orleans, they had their own cafeteria and fresh meals every day. Yeah. Oh, the warehouse. Oh, okay. Because we used to have a Winn Dixie in Abbeville. Mom would go to, mostly it was National Food Store. Because National was on the kind of, not the south side of town, it was kind of central, but on, if you want to go 5 blocks below the courthouse, that was considered on the southern side. But anyway, then when Dixie was on the bypass on the north side of town. Every now and then you should go to Winn Dixie. Then when National, I think they had moved to the new store, and it was a bigger place. The new one was way bigger. I don't know what's in that building now, since National, I think they closed down. I know that one did. I think the whole chain of National food stores went down. And then later, I think Winn Dixie started doing a deli later. I want to say they did. No, they had a deli. I know Champagne's they have, and Super One, Champagne's got they sell food. It's like you pick and choose what you want, what meat you want, veggie, and all that. I remember Piccadilly in Lafayette. I ate there, I think once. Went there with somebody. They had some pretty good food, but ain't nothing like mom and pop restaurant. My in-laws had a restaurant on across the bay in Abbeville. They were on the west side of town. Call that, on the west side of the Vermilion River, Bayou Vermilion. And we call it across the bay because on the east side of town, east side of the river, which it's the west side of town wasn't a whole lot. It wasn't as big as the east side. Anyway, in-laws had a restaurant there. Oh man, look, back then I think it was $3 for a plate lunch, and you got $8 worth of food. Yeah, you better go there hungry. You better not go there with just a little bit of appetite. And there's Mr. Russ Jones. Smoky Ribs Barbecue. What's going on, mon ami?
Not much. I just I was on Owls Live for probably 15 minutes. I seen where you sent a link, so I thought I'd hit you up for a little bit.
Al.
Owl Lunacy.
Oh, okay. Uh, well, I didn't look to see if anybody was live. I did about, I don't know, an hour ago or something, hour and a
Well,
half
it's
ago.
not his typical night. He normally goes on Tuesdays, but just a
Oh,
random,
okay.
just
That's
a
what I
random.
thought.
Yeah.
Elvis, what's up, Elvis? How you doing?
Elvis. I
Hmm.
watched a movie the other day. It's one I haven't seen yet on Elvis. It was mainly focused leading up to that comeback concert he did in 1968 that aired. I forget how many. They said there was over almost 50% of America tuned in that night, and it kind of put him right back on the map because he went 7 years without any kind of live performances. He was too busy making them stupid movies, and he hated it. He was trying to get back to what he loved, and
Right.
he was a nervous wreck, but it was a success at the end of it.
I remember a live TV show right around the time he died, 19, what, 76, 77, 77, I think.
77. He did that. He did that Aloha from Hawaii or whatever it was. That was a live thing, but that was probably 3 or 4 years, maybe 5 years before he died. That's probably around 72. But
Mad Dog, Madwood. What's up,
yeah,
Mona
I
Me?
I seen him in Mobile performing a year before he died in '76. We managed to get tickets, and we were right behind the stage looking down at him. It's pretty cool.
Wait, Mobile or
Mobile.
yeah, Mobile Municipal Auditorium.
Yep, sure did. That was kind of a small venue for Elvis Presley, but he did it. Every time they did a tour, he would always stop through Mobile. He said it was a something I don't know why or whatever, but he could book much bigger places than that. Which he did.
Well,
You know,
that wasn't no real
no,
small place.
it's a
That
big
thing got a whole
coliseum. It's a
man.
big coliseum. It ain't like the
Yeah,
Superdome or anything, but it's big.
oh, it's probably the size. Well, no, not the Superdome, the Cajun Dome. It's probably the size of the Cajun
Yeah,
Dome,
yeah, it a whole lot of people, but
like 30,000 or something.
got to see him before he actually died a year later. Anyway,
I
it was
remember.
good too, man.
I
It lasted
remember.
probably two and a half,
Me and
3 hours.
me and my buddy were building a tree house. We were teenagers, and his mama drove up and said Elvis died. I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, that's like a member of the family died. It shocked me. It's like my mother woke me up out of a sleep that morning, and told me Elvis is dead, and I mean it'd be just like telling me somebody we're real close to died. It's like
Yeah,
weird, man. Looking back on that.
yeah. My buddy's little sister was kind of disappointed because we didn't work on the tree house the rest of the day. We were building it for his little sister, not for us. We were too old for that.
Yeah,
And his little sister was not his sister, his niece. That was his sister's daughter. I think she was like six, 6 or 7. I remember she couldn't pick up. She had this little suitcase, but like this little pink, uh, not pink, red or blue little case like makeup or whatever. Like go and spend the night with my mom. You got your toothbrush, toothpaste, stuff like that.
yeah,
Well, her Uncle Joe, my buddy, he had one just like it, but it was full of pennies, old pennies. He was a coin collector too. And it was exactly the same case, the same exact case. I don't know if they were bought at the same time and Joe, they've been having it same amount of time or what. But she actually, when her mama had come home one time and said, "Okay, come on, let's go." I forget the little girl's name. Chrissy, I think Chrissy. Anyway, her mama had come in and said, "Okay, let's go." He's picking up her daughter from Mama's house,
Yeah.
and she went to grab her little case, and she couldn't pick it up. She said, "Mama, it's stuck." Her mom went over there and said, "That's your uncle's." Where's yours at? That's the first one she spotted, and it was the same exact case.
Yeah. Oh goodness.
Oh. Well, what's your latest video you got out? I hadn't checked.
I put one on the DIY channel. I got a little recovery machine for
Oh,
refrigerant,
okay.
and I
Yeah.
had to do a video on that. And I didn't do a cooking video this week. I'm getting terrible, man. I've been averaging like every other week on both channels. I need to be putting them both channels out weekly is what I need to be doing, but
you've been busy. Oh, Phil guy, he's probably at work, Elvis. Since they doing that close down. Tommy Hanlon, what's up, Mona Me? How's the weather in Dublin, Ireland? Yeah, I guess Xanron's MIA too, but Xanron don't, he doesn't. This is just a fluke live stream I'm doing. This is not my regular time, and Xanron usually, he knows my regular time.
you went live. What was it, Monday? That was
Monday. Yeah,
unusual.
that was what was the title of that video? That live stream. I went live for a reason. I forgot why.
I don't remember. I think you just wanted to dance.
No, it was Cole, or what was it? Me. Go to my channel here. Scoping a few coins and something else.
Oh yeah. It was something coin related.
But there was something else in there.
Scope a few coins, something like that.
Yeah, and then the title was Scoping a Few Coins and Something Else. And I forget what the something else was.
Oh,
well.
I don't know.
Yeah, I forgot. I don't know.
I can't remember yesterday, man.
Yeah, me too. Hell, I used to be in charge of QC at a machine shop when I was early 20s.
Yeah.
I can't remember all that stuff now. The readings on all them instruments. That wasn't digital back then. That was all analog,
Well, what's the old saying? If you don't use it, you'll lose it.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Metal Music Maniac. What's up, Mona Me? Old pennies and us old folks. The pennies in better shape.
I watch videos on stuff I used to do for a living, different trades or whatever, and all of a sudden they'll do or say something like, "Oh yeah, man, I forgot all about that." What's that old? There's another old saying. When they look at me, say, "Yeah, he done forgot more than you'll ever know." You've heard that old saying. But boy, that's true too.
Yeah.
It just leaves you. If you don't use it, you'll lose it. A lot of it, anyway.
That is true. Let me reload my email because Mike said mail. It could have been mail. No, I did a video on the mail. This was a live stream Monday.
It was something.
In fact,
no, you were showing your scope and everything Monday, and tell them where you got all the different pieces to put it together and all that. I remember that much.
Yeah, because somebody was asking about that. there's something else in that time. I forget what it was. I'll have to kind of scan through it and rewatch it.
Yeah. Ain't no telling, man. We've had some lives. That one live of yours here 2 or 3 lives ago went what, 8 hours?
Yeah,
I,
8 hours. And
I
hey, the one after that was a long one too.
really?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's easy to
Remember that
do. You
that
get to
one we
talking
had
and have a
Sal and had
you get a
Sal
lot of
in there.
you get a lot of people on a panel and just I don't know, it happens like that sometimes. I had one night myself. I went live, which I hardly ever do, but it went like 8 hours. I'm like, good gracious. Wasn't supposed to be no more than an hour or two, you know.
Text guy 790. What's up?
I ended up deleting it the next day. It's just like I don't even remember what all we talked about.
I don't never delete them. I just I'll put them in private or unlisted. I'll
Yeah.
put them unlisted because if I put it in private and I monetized it, you don't get nothing if you put them in private.
Mm-hmm.
You don't get the like say if you had super chats in that live,
Right.
monetary stuff. If you had super chats and you go and right away at the end of it, you put it in private, you're not getting that money.
Yeah.
If you
I
put it
hardly ever
as
get super
un,
chats.
unlisted, you do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, people don't know. They don't look at the bottom to see the dollar sign.
People that just shows you where the economy and everything is. I've noticed it back, I don't know, 5, 6 years ago, man, people gave super chats like crazy. And they still do on certain platforms, like real big channels, they still do. But the last 2 or 3 times I went live, that's one reason I went live, try to spark a little bit of income for that month because the videos wasn't producing enough. I said, well, let me go see if I can get a few super chats. And I
Right?
know the last 2 or 3 I didn't get to first. And I'm like, and to
Really?
me, I do my regular content. And every time I do a live, it seems to kill it. I'm like, I ain't doing no more lives.
Dancing along with Reynolds. What's up? Yeah, the lives can generate some good money. Hell, man, I used to. Sometimes I get a couple of $100 a night in super chats. But
I think
I had like
me,
60, 70 people in my live streams too. I was doing uh
yeah.
silver wheels.
I don't know if you know who Chud's Barbecue is, but he slowed down a lot. But there again, he might not have because I hadn't really watched him in a while. But
Who? Which one?
Chud's Barbecue,
Sounds familiar. I think
man,
I've
he was
so done.
getting the last time I watched one of his lives, he was getting 700, 800 people in there weekly, and he was always getting over $1,000 a week in super chats. Over.
I gotta
I
go refill this mug. Keep on
Yeah,
talking. I can hear you.
but I'm like, good gracious. But he kind of laid off of him for a while. Like, man, that's leaving money on the table right there. I mean, I realize that YouTube gets 30% of that, but still, that's still pretty good money for a live show. You making margaritas again?
Oh,
All I seen.
I can't stand margaritas. I don't like margaritas. I
I
used
thought
to.
I seen something in that picture. Picture.
Yeah, it did. It wasn't margaritas, it's daiquiri.
A daiquiri. That's what I meant. Yeah.
That's if I did a live, I'd probably owe YouTube money by the end of the night.
Mhm.
YouTube one time they took out 51%. I had 49%
Really?
to coming to me. Yeah. Apple fees
I
and
remember you
something
talking about
else.
that one time. Yeah.
I had an old boy. He said in his live stream, and I was in his live stream, and he said, "Boudreaux, Cajun full of shit." He said, "They don't take out that." Oh, I know what it was. It was from Canada.
Yeah.
So once you do that conversion from Canada to US dollars,
Yeah.
and then plus Apple fees, and then whatever else they take out, yeah, see, 30% is like a base rate. That's a base rate.
What they
That's
do?
not
Pay with Apple?
including Apple fees,
Did
other stuff.
did they pay with Apple Pay or something?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've
And he
looked at
told me, he
mine.
said I was full of shit. And I showed him, he brought me up in the panel, and I went in my analytics in my studio, and I showed him I only had three super chats that live stream.
Yeah.
It was $150. I ended up with $72.
Yeah.
My share, $72 out of 150.
Well, that sucks.
Yeah, that's 51%, ain't it?
Yeah. 30% is too
I mean,
down.
no, for them to, I'm talking about 51% that YouTube took out. I got
Right.
49%.
Yeah.
$72 out of 150. And he was like, "Wow, man, I would have never imagined that. Man, I apologize. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
for saying that."
Yeah.
And then
Normally,
the next night, he didn't even remember saying that. The next night in his
Yeah.
next live stream, he did not remember that at all. Somebody had brought it up.
Yeah.
They're like, "Oh, you and Cajun made up."
I remember us
Didn't have to
discussing
make
that
up.
before, and I remember, yes, 30% is what YouTube takes. Now, if there's any more hidden fees like through credit cards and all that, then I
Oh
guess
yeah, then you got a credit card, or some kind of credit card. Then you got an
Yeah.
Apple feed, and with Apple Pay, because if you use Apple Pay,
Yeah.
you got that fee, and that comes out of your share, not theirs. Oh, good Lord, don't take none of their share. YouTube's, Google share. Don't know, man. That's unheard of. Don't take
No,
nothing
they
out
ain't
of
gonna
their
do
share.
that. It's their
Man,
platform.
they
They're gonna
already,
get their money.
yeah, plus some, yeah. Yeah. They ain't getting out of there with no less than 30. You can bet your booty on that.
Yeah, 30 is what it typically is. But
Yeah, that's the
like I said,
base
I don't go
base
live
base rate.
hardly ever, and the last 2 or 3 times I didn't get any super chat, so I'm just like, well, I'll just jump into other people's lives. I'm not going live, because it seems to hurt my videos the next 2 or 3 down the line every time I do that.
It depends on who you have in your stream too, in the panel.
I don't know. It just seems like every time I ever done it, it took me a little while to get videos where they were getting halfway decent views again. It's like, and I know what the problem is. YouTube says that ain't true, but somehow or another, they're not separating the live feeds from regular content, because if you got a video, here's the problem with the live. If you go 2 hours, nobody's going to sit there and watch all 2 hours of it again. They might kind of look and skip through, and the retention goes in the toilet. And anytime you have a video that's got low retention, it does affect the next 2 or 3 videos where YouTube places you out of the gate, unless you're getting some serious clicks right out of the gate, and live feeds can, in my opinion, YouTube says it's separated to where it don't affect your regular content. I don't believe that, because I swear it ain't just me. Other creators, have noticed the same thing. That's one reason Jeff Rice quit going live on Dead Broke Barbecue. Every time he did it, it would kill either a video that was getting good views or the ones that followed it,
Damn. Tarek said Apple takes a lot, even for YouTube Premium. It costs extra $4 over Android, or paying off your PC. Extra $4? Apple fees? Wow.
Apple's always trying to get me to do that Apple Pay thing. I don't need it. I got regular debit cards in my bank,
Yeah.
I don't need that. I like Apple's products, but that's as far as it goes.
And then now when when somebody has they used to call it YouTube Red. Now it's YouTube
Premium.
Premium. Yeah.
Yeah.
And in my analytic in my revenue, it shows what I got from people that watch my video uh, that had Apple. I got Apple on the brain. YouTube people with YouTube that paid for no ads. The creators get a little share of that.
Yeah.
A couple dollars. It's not the full amount.
You get paid from it. You can look at your analytics, and it shows.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, it shows what I get from there.
Yeah,
that's why
that might explain a lot of loss on income from a lot of bigger channels because of. It ain't that expensive to have premium, and it's so aggravating to have to click out of them ads all the time. I got premium. So if the majority of people is swapping over to premium, then that's probably affecting most creators' pay. They're still getting some money for it, but not like if it was like it would be if they were watching the ads or at least skipping the ads, letting them run or whatever, But what you gonna do? It ain't our platform. We just part of it,
YouTube Premium Android is $11.99.
Yeah.
From an Apple product is $15.99.
Wow.
Yeah, that's $4 more.
Yeah, I won't be paying with Apple for sure.
The same Apple 10-minute long commercial when I won't be buying that. all the pharmaceuticals.
I've stopped my premium a time or two, and then all of a sudden here comes these ads. Like, God, because I was so spoilt by never having to watch an ad. Just watch anything you want to, not be interrupted. And then I always go back and sign up for it. I'm like, oh crap, it's less than what 40 cents a day. I'll go ahead and get it.
Wow,
$3,000 on YouTube daily,
$3,000 for a 71 Vega wagon. Well, in mint condition, almost mint.
I had a 72 Vega. It was a hatchback though. Had that aluminum block on it. I kept it a year and I sold it to my cousin. She was going to college. Sold her the Vega. Then I went and bought a brand new 1976 Camaro. I bought the Vega used. Drove it 1 year. Sold it to her. Then I bought that Camaro back in the day.
I used to have an ad blocker. And then YouTube told me we'd rather you not have that ad blocker.
So they've been fighting against that because think about it. That's how they make their money. That's how we make our money.
But man, I thought it was out of hand then. Man, it's out of hand now. And then insurance. I keep blocking those car insurance ads. Because it's all fake. It's just a phishing scam.
Yeah.
You get once it says $29 a month.
Yeah.
Bull butter. There ain't no such thing as a quote for $29 a month. I mean, on a tricycle for your kid, maybe, that's about it. But, and I block them, I report the ads, and I got minus on the thing that I don't want to see that kind of ads. YouTube asks what kind of ads you want to see. And I put no insurance ads, none. And man, that's all they bang me with,
Yeah, I'm like Tarek there. I get up in the morning while I'm drinking coffee. I'm sitting there watching new YouTube releases that just come out through different channels, news channels, whatever. But I'll tend to, if I don't have nothing planned for that day, I'll sit here and watch YouTube all freaking day, unless I need to shoot one of my own videos, Yeah, it's worth it if you're going to live on it like we do. And I do, man. I'm on it too much, actually. or to be doing more productive things. But oh yeah, I can't. Some of them ads are freaking long as heck. I ain't no way I'm letting them play through. It's just aggravating. You'll be right in the middle of something, all of a sudden, bleep. And it's not like they try to do it like TV. You know how TV has the commercial breaks? They try to do it like that. As something fading out, they'll go to a commercial break. But on YouTube, they don't always get it right. You'll be right in the middle, and all of a sudden it'll just stop and go to that stupid commercial. Like, God, y'all got perfect timing, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like they got a bookmark right there, you know.
I've watched some of my own videos back before I had premium and to see when they would have the breaks in there. And most of the time they get it right, but there's sometimes I'll be right in the middle of talking, they just cut you off. They say, "Boy, you talk too much. We're cutting you out," you know.
I usually watch commercial or get up and go to the bathroom or whatever, lean off the dock. On people that I know, I let the ads run. They get a couple pennies more like that, or a nickel. And a good one, I'll click on it.
Which car are you talking about, Cajun?
That damn Suzuki.
Oh, I dare ask what's going on.
Johnny never can find time. He's the one that it's his job to do it. He knows where everything goes on there because I wasn't there the whole time.
Yeah.
So I don't know where all these, like that bumper sensor, for the airbag, all that shit,
Yeah.
that car's going, man, I'm telling you.
Should be an ambient air sensor up there near the front too, for the AC.
There's all kind of little clip on or snap in things that go on that iron bumper.
Right.
And Johnny, he can't find the time, when he's supposed to. He's got outboard motor to work on in Mamu up the road. Yeah. He's got this to do. Aaron stuck up his ass all the time. One of our friends, he was his friend. Aaron, his name's Aaron. He stuck up Johnny's ass all the time. And Johnny's got to do for all day for him and all that. He can't find time for himself, So how's he gonna find time for me, for the car?
Yeah.
We've been paying insurance for a year now. With no vehicle, we're paying $85 a month for just liability insurance. That's it. Liability.
I would cancel that until you actually get it running. Then you
can but if I cancel it, what's going to happen? When I put insurance on it, it's going up to $150. Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's ridiculous.
So which one's about? I need a mechanic,
Yeah. Well, if you live closer by, we've done had that thing running. You see what I do every day. Outside of having videos, that's all I do,
I'm not physically able, Tarek.
Oh, yeah.
To do anything. My back is so shot, I'm tore up from the floor up. All right. And I got another saying, but I ain't saying it on this live stream. I'll say it in front of somebody, non-publicized. But
I thought I had a little welding job. I found this app called Nextdoor, and I read through it every day. And some guy was wanting to know if anybody knew a welder. He had something needed welding, so I jumped in there. Yeah, right here.
There you go.
I got everything to do it with right here in my garage, and he gave me his phone number. I called him. He lives over there in Waveland, and he's got a trailer. It's a pipe trailer, not angle, and it's got two pieces of pipe going towards the tongue and one in the center, the way he described it. And somebody overloaded that trailer, and the well started breaking right there where it goes into the trailer. And anyway, I said, yeah, man, I got everything to do that with. I can grind all that old crap out and put brand new wells, good solid root passes. Sound like the wells on there ain't no good, because if something's welded right, they're supposed to be
Yeah.
stronger than the metal it's welded to, you know.
Right.
And at any rate, he said, "Well, how much would you charge me?" It was only 3 wells, and he said a little piece of angle iron. I said, "I'll do it for $100, everything you got," you know, which is a really good price, because I'm using wear and tear on my machine, my electricity, my welding rods, my 45 years of experience. You know, if it ain't worth $100, then I don't want to even fool with it, you know. And he kind of paused when I said that. Then he's like, "Well, where you live?" I said, "I live in Biloxi," or it's a Biloxi address. So I'm technically in Jackson County, but if I travel 1 block, I'm in Harrison County. He goes, "All right." He goes, "I'd have to take the back roads or something." He said, "But I'll let you know like that." So I sent him my address, but I haven't heard nothing back from him today. But I'm hoping I can start getting a little bit of work like that to kind of get word of mouth out. But I put a little thing on that same app the other day for automotive air condition. I don't want to put just automotive in general, because I don't want to get into a bunch of headaches. But if I just keep it at automotive AC and any kind of welding services that you can bring to me. I'm not mobile. I already mentioned that. Not mobile. Sold my truck 2 years ago. Anything I do has got to be done right here at my house. But I'm sure I'll get some work off of it. Hopefully. Gives me something to do, make a little extra money on the side.
Hey, J. Mary, how you doing?
I got to go grab a little glass, and I'll be right back. I
All
want to
right.
get some of this. It's the holiday seasons. I got me some more. I still got
Egg,
some of that
eggnog.
eggnog left. Yeah.
Oh, J. Mary said hi, Russ.
Oh, hey.
Tell Missy I'm thinking of her coffee. Well, look at that big old pot back there. 55-cup pot. That's what we're making coffee in now, because, 2 or 3 pots a day of 12-cup maker. That's 24, 36 cups. So I might as well make 25 cups in that. Oh. So, Boo, who makes a good 10, 11 meter rig these days? Man, don't give me the line on that. I know Anytone used to be a real good company, and you can convert theirs. Ranger made one. Well, RCI 2950s. That they had good boards. Just a couple of bad solder joints every now and then on those. Striker, high wattage radio. Nothing inside to tune. You just got to do it from the menu. The encoder knob and all that on it. Tell you the truth, I'd just get a damn Yaesu, or not real. A Yaesu's pretty good on 11 meters. Kenwood's a good radio on 11 meters. ICOM, my buddy Barry, he's a ham. He told me he's got an ICOM 7300 with the waterfall and all on it. He said Kenwood is a good radio for 11 meters AM. ICOM ain't. Which ICOM's a good radio, but on 11 meters, he said it's, Kenwood's better. And then Yaesu's been around for years, the old FT 101s, the B, and the E, double E, or the 101 straight up, normal, no letter designation. But Pat, you a ham. I mean, I'm pretty sure you know all that already. I've got a HR 2510. I've got a Connex 4300 HP. It has a pill in it instead of a TO 220 type or 2220 type transistor packages. It's got a pill in it. It's got a 2SC 2290, and it's an actual Toshiba pill because this radio was made before Toshiba shut down. So they wasn't making the counterfeits then. Right now, HG is making the good 2879 package style transistor pills. HG is making them. High gain, I guess. I don't know what HG stands for, but they make the 2879s for all the boxes nowadays. And they got so many box builders out there now. 4 pill, 8 pill, man, 32 pill. That's some major big boxes right there. And very expensive. Hell, I'd rather just go with LD Moss transistors. Man, LD Moss transistor, I think, is $129 for a 500-watt pill or a 1,000-watt pill. It's like 10 cents a watt, I think. But you got to build up around it, though. You got to have a major heat sink for that. And no matter what SWR, that you can't kill that pill, with output. You can direct short the coax on that, and that pill will not blow. But if you put too much into it, like if it's you put a watt into it, swing it, it's a modulation, perfect. You put 10 watts in that pill, in that transistor, it's toast. You just pissed away $125.
For a transistor? Holy crap.
1,000-watt though.
Oh.
1,000-watt transistor. About this long, but that wide.
How many ohms would that be?
Shit, I have no idea.
1,000.
You're looking at 1,000 watts.
1,000 watt at 12 volts, right? Car voltage or house voltage?
50 volts. 50 volts.
Where's my app? I got
you talking about amps? I know you're not talking about ohms. You're talking about amps.
I'm talking about amps. If you got how many volts?
Because you said ohms.
I did say I was wanting to know how many ohms, what ohm resistor that is.
Oh, it's not a resistor. It's a transistor.
Oh, I thought you said resistor.
No, it's a transistor.
Oh, okay.
1,000-watt transistor.
I got you. Switching device.
Yeah, you could put something. I'm pretty sure the builders do. That way, in case you come off of one radio and then get on another one, and or just forget that you were talking barefoot, just with the radio, because ham radio operators, they don't need a lot of wattage. Sometimes they pump it up if they need some extra wattage, and then sometimes they'll just get on their regular radio with 100 watts, coming out the radio, and then all of a sudden they turn the damn amplifier on, and boom, they forget, and they throw in 100 watts in their amp. Bring it to that old boy in Mississippi down there.
Yeah.
They got a guy that works on those Ameritron amplifiers. He works on all kind of amplifiers somewhere in Mississippi, not far from I-10.
I used to know a guy. He's probably dead now. I know he is. This man, it's about my boys are little boys, and they're in their 40s now. And he was an old man then, but it was CB radios. He would tune them up for us and get them out there further and stuff. He'd do things to them. I don't know what the proper term is for that, but
tune them up, pick them out.
Yeah, make them talk. Garage, the radio shop, and kind of like me, he just worked out of his garage, word of mouth type stuff. Yeah.
I had my shop. I was at Tiger Truck Stop. Everybody knew about me.
Yeah. You ever do any of that for other people now at your house? I mean, you could just.
I got one. I got one that's open. I got a. It's not a Striker. It's a Galaxy.
Yeah.
I got to work on. Let me see. What was that at? The President series. Yeah, presidents out there. I'm not familiar with the new stuff. I got a buddy of mine that is. He's familiar with that. And the president's got the outlaw export radios. I don't know if they actually made a unit in or not. Unit and president. They probably are. It's just their offshore base.
Yeah.
Drinking cold coffee. Oh, okay. Too lazy to make a new pot.
I'll make iced coffee every now and then. I got one of them little brewing things for like Vietnamese type coffee. And
Yeah, one of them magic bullets.
it now is little. There's a word for it, and I can't remember what it is, but I ordered it with some Nam coffee.
Oh, okay. I got you. I thought you was talking about those little blenders.
No,
like to crush up the ice.
This is drip, little drip thing through a little stainless stuff. But anyway, you put a bunch of crap. What is it? Crap. Like you put in ice cream, the condensed milk.
That milk or
condensed
evaporated milk or condensed milk?
Condensed, that real sweet stuff.
The
you
thick stuff.
Like this glass here, you pour that condensed milk about right here, and then you would pour your coffee in, and you put ice in it, stir it up, and it's a nice coffee. It's good too. It's real good if you like iced coffee. I mean, I love hot coffee, but
yeah,
I like that iced coffee every now and then.
I was working with some Vietnamese out of Houston, Texas. Well, actually, Bay Cliff down south, on the north shore of Galveston Bay, and which is way south of Houston. Like 30 so miles.
Yeah.
What county I'm in? We don't have a county. We got parishes though. I'm in Saint St. Landry, like Landry's restaurants. Landry.
Isn't there a Landry that was with the swamp people?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Troy Landry.
Troy Landry. That's what I'm thinking of.
That was the main one.
Yeah.
That he's the most known one on there,
right.
because of his name, and then they got, Gator Queen Liz, which was his partner in alligator hunting, partner in that not his wife, because he's married to somebody else.
Right.
Gator Queen Liz Schote, she's married to my cousin Justin Schote. He's from Pecan Island, right there on the coast. You can throw a rock and hit the beach, hit the Gulf. I want to look at railroad or to see what you could get with one of these radios. Look at. Okay, I'm trying to decipher that one.
I want to look at RR to see what you could get with
one of these radios. One of these radios. RR. QRP, QRZ. The ham sites.
Y'all ready for Thanksgiving?
Almost. All I got to do is get a ham.
I did that turkey for a video at the beginning of November, and we're going to my son's house. He's gonna smoke a turkey, and so we end up making 2 or 3 things to bring up there, but I'm not doing any cooking myself.
Yeah. I went to the. Okay, Pat. Now I'm hanging. I went to the store. When I got out of the doctor's office Wednesday, I had a procedure on my foot done the Wednesday before. So the podiatrist, she wanted, to do a follow-up. So I went last Wednesday. Look to the right of your screen. I'm looking to the right at the comment. That's on the right side of my screen. Anyway, when I got out of the doctor, me and Johnny went to Super One. And
Yeah.
I got some dressing mix. I got some Bruce's yams, naturally Bruce's. That's local, you know.
Yeah, we got that here.
Yeah, they got sugar. What's that other one? Sugar something or it's another local one, Louisiana. Sweet potato company.
Yeah.
Sugar Daddy, sugar, sweet sugar, something like that.
What's that canned vegetable company over there that
Which
uh
one?
I don't
Trapeze?
know. That's what I'm trying to think of.
Trapeze?
No.
Trapeze, Bruce's, yams, trapeze, they do black eyes, you know,
Yeah, I've had
white
trapeze.
beans, red
We call it
beans.
trapeze, but we've
Trapeze,
had
yeah.
that. I don't think that's one. That might be the one I'm trying to think of, but there's
That's
another.
in New Iberia, not
Yeah.
far from it.
Yeah.
All right, it's a hour and 15 minutes, something like that. The
I know.
radio reference.
Oh crap! Who makes those beans? That's the one I'm thinking of.
Bushes.
Blue Runners.
Oh, Blue Runners. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kidney beans and all that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm familiar with them. I don't know where they out of, but
I thought they were out of Louisiana, but I might be wrong.
I never gave it a second thought. I know it's in every store down here.
Yeah.
Blue Runners. They might be in New Iberia too. New Iberia, man, they were the snit for canneries, canning companies, Trapeze, Bruce's yams, that other sugary, savory, sweet yams or whatever I'm trying to think of.
Yeah.
I've got the sale paper right here. I know that I think they were in the Walmart paper at Walmart for the Thanksgiving pantry thing because I was looking up different prices from Super. I was showing Johnny how much cheaper Super One was than Walmart. Let me see here. Ritz crackers, stovetop stuffing, sugary Sam. That's it. Sugary Sam. Yeah, sweet potatoes. It's I think it's a sister company to Bruce's, if I'm not mistaken.
We got all them brands down here because we're just right next door.
So close, yeah. These coin chains and clones of them can't handle digital, but they can do a lot of stuff in your area. Radio reference. You're probably talking about. Let me right click on that link and open in a new tab. What's that? Oh yeah, eggnog.
Love this stuff, man.
Clones of them can't handle digital, but they can
I've
do
been
a lot.
Working on this for 2 weeks and still got some in it.
Damn.
I can't drink much of it. It's too rich. I can drink 2 of these little glasses and I'm pretty much done with it after that. Till the next time.
That's something like that moonshine thing I had a while back that I showed you, that little bottle.
Yeah.
Old Smoky or something. What was that? Some that one I had. Cookies and cream, or
I might finish this tonight. Go ahead for 3 glasses or whatever.
I just threw it away today or early this morning.
Old Smoky booze.
That Old Smoky, that moonshine.
Yeah, they got that. God dang it! Hang on.
I forgot what flavor it was. I'm looking for the bottle. Can't find the damn thing. Should be right here on top in my trash can. Well, hell. I have no idea what I did with it.
Oh well.
It should be right here on top. I cleaned it off my work area. Swap my soldering irons and hot air rework station for surface mount transistors and chips and all that.
Yeah.
And I threw it away, and I took it out, and I said, well, might as well keep it. And I said, hell no, and I put it back in there. Now it should have been right here on the top. Ah, man. Okay, let me right click on that. Open a new tab.
Where's your regulars at tonight?
Who's that?
Bill Guy and
I
Raging
think
Dick?
he's still at work because
Okay.
they closing that store. Oh, I think I told you they sold
Yeah.
that Cobalt cabinet
Mm-hmm.
$1.
$1. Holy
The
crap.
the store manager bought it.
Oh. Go figure, huh?
That link is the rig. Oh, okay. Let me. St. Martin Parish. No, I'm 3 parishes away from St. Martin. I'm in St. Landry, but I do have a radio reference, and I think it's radio reference. St. Landry Parish. All the frequencies for the ambulance and the hospital and all that. Oh, that's a Redivus. Yeah, that's a upgrade for the UV5R.
A lot of the police and stuff has went over the digital, haven't they? Makes them hard to pick up on the old scanners.
Yeah, that's digital, encoded too, encrypted.
Yeah, I got an app on my phone that picks up like Jackson County Sheriff Department, but that's about it.
Where's yours at, Russ?
My
Your Yazoo. Where's the Yazoo at? I think it's a Yazoo.
I got my long antenna on here.
Yeah, that's a Yazoo. That's a nice little handy talkie. That's a dual band. This one's a dual band. I had a buddy of mine, he's got a tri band. He was in here earlier.
Every now and then I'll hear somebody on there actually talking. It's kind of a thing of the past, I guess, for this area.
This one too, under $20. I think I gave $16 for it.
I mainly got that
delivered $16.
I mainly got that radio if the crap ever hits the fan.
Shit hits the fan, you got something.
If cell phones don't work and all that crap, that still might get out.
Yeah.
You know?
As long as you ain't talking, if you're talking simplex, but if you're talking duplex, like on a repeater,
yeah.
But simplex, yeah. Or most repeater stations, they'll have or they will get a generator.
Yeah, generator. Yeah, that's right.
And make me another mug.
Yeah, I was going to get my license and everything to actually operate that thing. And the more I thought about it, it's like an emergency situation. Who cares? I'm going to talk on it. Other than that, it ain't, you can listen in all you want, but there's hardly ever any traffic on there. I don't ever get to listen on much of nothing. Every now and then I'll hear some guys talking on there back and forth. I just got it for just in case. Hey, them cats keep setting off the cameras up front. Little varmints.
All right, I'm back. Diabolical. What's up, mon ami? That's right. K-Bone, baby. 101.1. You know that's right. Yeah, when I heard you say about license. When the shit hits the fan, you won't need no license to run one of them radios.
No, that's what I got to thinking. I'm like, I got the manual and everything for this year to take that license and all. I'm like, why do I even want to do that? I said, I got it for one reason only, emergencies.
Yeah.
And
you don't even have to talk when the emergency arises. Like,
yeah.
you know, we was talking about if the shit hits the fan.
Yeah.
All you got to do is listen. That's
Right.
it. Because everybody's going to be talking about where this is, where that is. You don't even have to ask nobody about information. It's going to be on the radio. Believe me, it's going to be there.
Take notes. That's all you got to do.
Yeah. But if you want to key up and talk, that's it.
I think it's kind of funny is, you know, all this networks with cell towers and all that stuff's vulnerable. But these old ham radios, they'll still be talking when them things can't, you know.
Yeah. Volunteer fire department. That's St. Martin Parish. Yeah, I've got in my bookmarks. I've got St. Landry Parish for radio reference.
I've got a radio up here too. It's emergency radio. You can hand crank it if you have to. But anyway, it picks up shortwave radio. I mean, I listen in all over the world sometimes from other countries. Can't understand what you're saying, but it picks up a lot, you know.
How old is it? How old is that radio?
About a year. I bought it off of Amazon.
Oh.
Yeah.
Johnny's looking for one of those crank radios. Let me see what it looks like.
And you get it off Amazon. I didn't pay much for it. $25 maybe. But
let me see what it looks like. Yeah, Johnny, he doesn't have a computer or smartphone, nothing like that. He just got a regular flip phone. I mean, he's got the internet on it, don't get me wrong. Is that one of them cat hair rollers?
This has got a solar panel on the back of it. Oh, I just pulled a muscle. Dang.
Oh, boy, I hate when that happens. Quint Nelson, what's up, on me?
Hang on.
Salute.
Oh, that muscle tightened up right there. God, it hurts.
Hate when that happens.
Sucks getting old. Anyway, it's got a weather band, solar crank, FM, shortwave, two different. I'll show you the dial on
it. HQ, something like that. It says up there.
Look at the actual numbers there on where it says shortwave or SW1, SW2.
Yeah.
And then it's got FM and AM. But
yeah, but I was looking at the top left for the radio, that brand name HQ.
Oh yeah, it's Amazon stuff. It's got the weather radio on it. Just a little emergency radio. And like I said, it costs about $25.
If it's got a crank on it, that's what Johnny's looking for. Like I said, he don't have a computer. He don't have a smartphone. He does have a cell phone, and it is what you call it. It gets internet. He looks at the weather on it, you know, because it's when he goes like on the internet, the weather's there, you know, and he's got it's a flip phone with a little bitty screen like that, you know.
Yeah.
So he can see the weather on it, you know, with his glasses on. He wears bifocals.
Now this ham radio, it'll pick up NOAA broadcast too. Weather.
XM is free until December 2nd. What's
That's
XM?
my birthday, December 2nd.
Mrs. is December 1st.
Yeah, I remember us talking about that.
All right, J. Mary, I'll tell Missy said good night. J. Mary, say good night, Missy.
Hi.
XM is free. Oh, satellite radio. Okay. I think XM satellite radio.
I think so.
Not mistaken. I had a satellite radio on my truck when I bought it when I was in Tucson. I bid on at a repo lot. I bid on a nice Silverado 97. And yeah, 97. And
I had that antenna on the truck I sold. I thought they charged you for all that extra stuff though. I never even looked into it.
well, no, they charge you for the service.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
But I had a satellite. It was AM, FM, and had satellite radio. It was
That's
capable of it. You know.
Cirrus am I saying that right?
Yeah, sir.
SRRUS, Cirrus.
Yeah.
That's what I had, Cirrus Radio, but I never subscribed to it.
Yeah, me neither.
What's up, Clint?
And I only paid, I think, $2,300 for that truck. It was an auction, a bid, blind bid, envelope bid, and I got it, and that was a nice truck. But it had that satellite radio. It was in there from the guy. I knew the previous owners. I didn't know who owned it right before I got it.
Yeah.
But I knew the person that bought it brand new, and I didn't know. She told me that it was I said, I got my new truck. She was like, oh, cool, let's go look at it. I'm like, all right. We went outside the saloon. It was the Longhorn Saloon in Tucson. And when I there, she says,
Pat Paulson bringing up that touchy subject again.
She was on we were on the driver's side by the headlights, driver's side. She says, is your rear fender trim got a little ding on it? I'm like, yeah. She says, does the tailgate, the handle on it is bad? I'm like, yeah. How you know that? She said, I bought this truck brand new. She recognized it right off the bat.
Really?
Yeah. Sure enough, that I never even noticed that damn trim was dented on the fender.
Huh.
She's the one that did it in a Walmart parking lot.
That's funny when you see an old car that you used to own. I bought that 76 Camaro I was telling you about, and I sold it, so many years later. And one day I was going to Mobile, which I never go to Mobile, but I just happened to be going there and be dang if that car didn't pass me on the interstate. I'm
gonna fly him down.
My old car.
My head in there.
Mm-hmm. Boo, do you got a copy? Yeah, I'm here. What's happening with the car? That's what Russ was talking about. Oh, that's that touchy subject.
Yeah.
Nothing's happening with the car, Paul. Johnny's been so busy lately. Okay, and I've been hearing every day.
Let me ask you this: what's
it's getting to where I'm gonna get a baseball bat and break all the fucking windows out of that thing.
What is wrong? I mean, has everything been fixed? It's just you got to put it back together, or
everything's got to go back together.
Okay.
Oh no, about Mrs. birthday. It's the first, but Pat was talking about the car. Oh, diabolical. Yeah, I see the comment up there now. Okay, I think that's when I went to lean off the dock. You can get her a day of Christmas radio for her birthday. A day of Christmas birthday. Okay, yeah, with the accent. But we don't have I don't think there's can't see the display in the car radio, but I don't have the battery's not even in the car because the hood, there's no front end on the damn thing. So you can just pick up the hood. So there's no battery in the car. The battery's in the house. And then the radiator's got, the alternator's got to be replaced. The belt has to be put on. The radiator has to be put back in. The air condenser coil has to be put back in, and all the lines hook back up to the condenser coil. And then just got to make sure that when the car is running, if ever the damn thing is running, nobody turns the air conditioner on.
It probably won't come on until you get refrigerant in it.
I don't know. I have no idea.
It won't. But
no
let me
idea
ask you, so those refrigerant hoses and everything, you got something over them like duct tape or not duct
Yeah.
tape, but like masking tape?
No, they stopped up.
And on your connect, cause spiders and stuff would get up inside there, and when you do get it back up and running, you'll have a restriction,
Yeah. It sounded like a
blow it
sign of
all out good. It'd probably be a good idea to blow it out good anyway. I just bought. I got to get a bottle of nitrogen.
She's 29 again this year. Damn. Plus some shipping and handling.
I got to buy another bottle. I got a bottle of argon I bought a while back for my welding, but I need to get me at least an 80 cubic foot tank just for
Recovery holdings.
no, just for blowing out. Like if I have to flush a car, I got everything to flush it with, but unless I take compressed air and push through all that to purge it out, but compressed air, you don't really never want to, purposely shoot air into an AC system. I mean, yeah, you're going to pull a vacuum and get it all out, but dry nitrogen is the best way. Plus, you get higher pressure, but there's the hose and the regulator. I just got to buy the tank now. And I got a gun that goes to my little flush container that'll screw into there to actually push the nitrogen through the system, blow everything out, blow the actual flush out, once I flush AC system. But yeah, I just bought it. Little by little, man, I've been building up my tools again.
That works.
Yeah.
Miss is going to be 60. We're the same age. I'm just 8 months older than she is.
I'll be 66 December 2nd if I make it that long. Boy, it went by in a hurry. That's all I can say. Knocking on 70 now. Holy crap, that's only 4 years off.
What, your wife?
No, my wife is 59.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I'm knocking on 70. Getting ready to be 66.
Okay.
That's only 4 years. That ain't nothing.
Yeah, but see if you were 65, that's only, that's halfway, to 70. But, so yeah, 4 years, that's plenty long enough.
Right now I'm halfway, but in about another week I won't be. You know how quick these years go by.
Oh yeah.
I was sitting there thinking, just saying, I get on Lance's live every Sunday, and I've been doing that now it's been a little over 2 years, and man, that's just flew by. It's like, dear God, where'd them 2 years go?
I know I got mostly a regular appointments at 6 to 7 with Pulley Bear Ed's garage, and then from 8 to 10 on Sunday with Theo, Country Mile Garage. And there's a few in here: Pat Paulson, Diabolical, David Carlisle, quite a few others that are in here were tonight and now that go on both of those channels. So when I do a change up, I'll send Lance an email. I said, if you're not doing a special live stream, I said, I have the whole night available. A couple of hours that I can, jump on with y'all. So he'll send me a link to the panel.
Yeah. Yeah, he'll send you one. All you do is he'll forget to send me one every now and then he'll remember it. Once he gets it, I forgot to send him. He thought he did a couple of weeks ago. He goes, I don't know where he's at. I sent him a link like that. Anyway, I got in the chat. I said, you didn't send me a link, Lance. He looked at, God bless, I never hit send.
In fact, not tomorrow, but next Sunday will be Mrs. birthday. So I'll probably jump in there probably send them an email saying, "Hey, I got time." Or I might not. I might do it this weekend, tomorrow.
Yeah, it's tomorrow. I don't think he's not doing it. He there for a while. He was up there at his brother-in-law's sister's place doing all that work, and he made a few of them lives, but he missed a few too because he wasn't at home, But I don't think he's got nothing like that going on right now. I remember a car coming in when I used to work at the shop years ago, and thank God I didn't get that job. I'd have been pissed. But the guy come in there and brought this car, and he opens the hood, and there's these boxes in there just full of parts, bolts and nuts and brackets, and he obviously just gave up on it, took all this crap off, then wanted us to try to put it all back together. And we did. I say we did. Stanley did. But man, it just makes your job 4 times as hard if you didn't physically take it off yourself. I would have, if it had been my shop, I said, you take that piece of crap down the road. I don't want nothing to do with it.
I had a guy bring me a lawnmower, a push mower, just a regular push mower. I mean, nice frame. I forget if it was a Craftsman or what. It wasn't old. Wasn't even a year old. And he picked it up for a song and a dance, like $10, I think.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't run. I think he got it to start one time and he cut half his yard, but he brought it to some guy up in Alexander up there, halfway up the state. And the guy said it was the head gasket. Well, he had that engine all apart, and so Don, he brings me the mower and a 5-gallon bucket with all the parts in it. Well, it was missing the head,
yeah,
the head gasket and the head. So I don't know if that guy needed a head or what, but the head wasn't in that 5-gallon bucket. And so I went on ahead and took the, I says, I forget what it was. So anyway, I had a gasket in stock in my shop. I had a gasket in stock. That was a 5.5, 6 horsepower Briggs and Stratton. I put a brand new head gasket on it there, and it no compression, none. Like 4 pounds, 5 pounds. That was it. So I told him, I says, it's got to be the rings in this thing. I said, they stuck. I says, I can overhaul it for you. Man, how much is that going to cost me? I said, less than a new lawnmower. And I said, these engines, this is an L-head. These are the best engines that Briggs ever made. L-head or the old S engines, but they didn't have a lot of power. They were only 2 horsepower. So I says, this is the best engine they ever made. I said, that new E series they got out with that plastic carb, I said, that ain't worth the flip.
Yeah.
I said, they good, for a while. You got to keep the oil change in them because they don't even have a drain plug on them. That was that engine that Briggs came out and said you never have to change oil, just add oil. Well, yeah, in 2 years, you're going to be buying a new mower.
Yeah,
okay.
It was a throwaway, wasn't it?
Yeah, throwaway. That's a fact. That's the word for it, throwaway. So, and they market, that was just a market ploy,
Yeah.
To market to like, if you don't have to change the oil in your car or pay to get it changed, okay, what you going to do? You're going to buy that car that you don't never have to change the oil in. But in 5 years, you're going to be buying a new car or a new engine. Yeah. The Briggs and Stratton, they had a good deal going there with that. But anyway, this wasn't an E series engine. It was a regular L head, flat head.
Yeah.
And I overhauled it. I did the whole job for $125, parts and labor. He was a friend of mine, a good friend of mine, though. He had gave me a set of tires for the Dodge truck I had.
Yeah.
I needed a couple of tires, and he said, I got a whole set, and I'll give you. I'm like, okay. So he gave me 4 tires that had, I don't know, 30,000 miles, 40,000 miles left on them. You know, that much tread, you know.
Yeah.
And so anyway, so I made him a deal. You know, it was like I forget how much the overhaul kit was. It was about 35, $40 for that. Then just a little bit in labor, you know, plus the oil. And when I cranked it up, it fired up first crank.
Hell yeah.
Tommy Hamlin said hello, Missy.
Yeah, going over other people's work. I used to hate that. When I worked at the shipyard, I'll never forget this. They put this apprentice up in this compartment, in a little tight compartment, and it wasn't nothing but hangers, you know, coming off the pipe. But man, he screwed them wells all up. And my boss says, Rusty, can you go in there and see what all he messed up? QA ain't buying this wells in there. I looked at that garbage, I'm like, holy crap, who welded this? But I had to go back out over every well. That means taking a grinder and grinding all his crap out and go, you know, I was mad. I was like, God, I said, they shouldn't just turn these guys loose out here on the ships until they know they can really weld some anyway, you know. He was an apprentice. I mean, he did all he knew how to do, but being a seasoned welder, you know, I just didn't like going over other people's crappy work. I hate it.
All right.
But it is what it is.
Well, those Briggs and Strattons, I know them like the back of my hand, so it wasn't no problem for me. Like I said, he brought me a 5-gallon bucket of parts, you know.
Yeah.
The piston was in there. It was the whole engine except for the coil, the head, you know, naturally the shroud.
Yeah.
You know, the block was on there with the flywheel. The magneto coil was off. That was in the bucket. The shroud took up most of the bucket space.
Yeah. I used to install, you know, we got Cruising the Coast down here every year in October.
Oh yeah, I love that.
Old cars.
Man.
And I have installed air conditioning in a lot of these old cars. And there's two companies. There's one called Old Air and there's one called Vintage Air. And you can buy kits for any car out there. You know, they're aftermarket because these cars so old they didn't come with air conditioning, but they have engineered everything to fit these cars. Well, we had a Model A come in there one time, and I had to install brand new air conditioning, but It didn't come with a bracket. I had to make my own bracket. And I'll never forget it because, I mean, we had some scrap stuff over there in the corner, and he's like, all right, here you go. Here's your box. Here's everything you need. He goes, you're going to have to build your own bracket. I'm like, what? But I did. I had some stainless steel plate back there, 1/4 inch, had some round stock. When I got through with it, it worked like a charm, but I had to be an engineer that day, you know, or a couple of days. But it cooled good. But yeah, I used Vintage Air. We used both of them. He would order these kits. You know, we was an AC shop primarily. Actually, we was a do everything shop. But yeah, I've installed quite a few Vintage Air systems over the years. Done a lot of them, bunches of them. That was a long time ago, though. I worked through all the 90s and all the way up to 2008, and that's when I left that shop permanently. Learned a lot of stuff, though.
I remember that there was the factories would sell an air conditioned kit for the old car, like in the 60s.
You know, yeah, you could go to the dealer, like if you bought one without air.
Yeah,
you go in there and order everything to install factory air into it. You know.
No, the one I'm talking about, it would be like under the dash, under the glove box with that big unit right there with everything going to under the hood.
That's the way most of them are, like Vintage Air and Old Air. Now, I did a 68 Camaro one year, and it didn't have the air. It actually had places to put vents across the dash, and you didn't see that under the dash crap. Most of them were under the dash, but this one wasn't. that job turned out really good. Looked good, looked clean, you know. But they normally supply their own brackets, but that Model A, it didn't come with one. I had to build it.
That's a fact, Tommy. Yeah. There you go. That's a good word for it. Side valve engines, because the valves are on the side. Take that little cover off, and there are 2 screws for the valve, for that cover, and that's it. You could see the springs and the keepers and all that in it. You'd have, you got to take the head off to actually see the top of the valve. And hell, I think that was about 6 or 7 years ago. Oh, well, I don't. Yeah, about 6 or 7 years ago, I did that, and he's still cutting grass for that. He gave it to his daughter and her husband. In fact, I remember. I think an engine before that one I did. I bought me a new valve spring remover and installer because I misplaced mine. And as soon as I bought me a new one, a new set, I found the old ones. But the rock galore, you're ready for anything. Yeah, a little air compressor.
I might as well finish this.
I know all what they make. What's the brand name of that eggnog?
Pennsylvania Dutch.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
That's good stuff right there, man. If you
That's
like eggnog,
most common
already
one.
mixed up, alcohol's already in it. It's perfect. We get this every year. About this time of the year. Might get one close to Christmas too. This was my Thanksgiving bottle. It's lasted, like I said, 2 or 3 weeks. But I'm gonna finish it off tonight. Yeah, I got enough for one more. That'd be twice what I normally drink of that. Set that off to the side.
Yeah, Mrs. thinking of the kitchen again. What is it?
Add in there. Low.
Turn it off. Turn it off.
Put your egg in there. That cook.
Oh, you just put it in?
Yeah.
We should have waited on that. Yeah, it looks good.
What's that?
Well,
She started my shrimp stew. She knows I'm fixing to get off in about 8 minutes, 12 minutes. So
yeah.
Well.
Cause I made a shrimp stew last night. That's what I'm eating tonight, leftovers.
Yeah, Tarina made a big old pot of chicken and dumplings last night. Boy, they were good. I went back for 2 bowls, or ate 2 bowls. She wanted to know if I wanted some tonight. She reheated her some. I'm like, nah, I'm good. I had already eaten something else. It's good, though. I grew up on chicken and dumplings.
Chocomatics in the old classic block. Oh yeah, that was on the that certain model Briggs.
Hernia-matic. Chocomatic.
The Easy Start series.
Yeah, Easy Start, yeah.
Yeah, those were the 5.5, 6 horses. Anyway, it was that same block, but they had a bimetal alloy that went behind the muffler and across to the wind vane that the flywheel would do, and they had that carburetor that wind vane actually moved that carburetor like that, and not the wind vane, that bimetal alloy would hold that vane and it would hold the choke shut. But when you started the engine, the choke was automatically shut. When you started the engine, the wind vane would move, it would barely open, and then the actual flywheel air would open it up So that was the easiest starts, and those did work. Those did work.
I remember
Those
cars
were
back
good
in
ones.
the
Them
60s.
Chocomatics, I know those types on the little 3.5 and 4 horses. That was the one with the carburetor was on top of the tank, and they had that third little rod that went down to that diaphragm in between the carburetor and the tank, and it would pump, with automatic choke like that, and it was on the side. The car, when you overhaul the carb, you changed everything out.
Yeah, I remember I wanted a few cars in the 60s before they came out with that automatic choke on the side of the carburetor. And you had that cable that ran, you had to pull it out, to choke the engine and push it back in after it ran a little bit. You remember those?
Yeah, yeah. That carburetor was on top of the tank also,
Yeah. Then they
like
had
on the
these
go
little,
karts, like on
then
the
on
go
the side,
karts.
they went to automatic, and I remember they were basically aluminum with like a black cap, couple screws, and you could turn it to tighten that spring up if you wanted to adjust that choke, the automatic choke. It come pre-adjusted, but if you did any kind of work on it or whatever, you had to go back in there and play with it. That was a long time ago. Long time ago.
I've got a 2-horse engine with that setup that you're talking about, with that carburetor that you pull the choke out on the ass end of it.
Yeah.
I got a 2-horse like that.
Yeah, I'm talking about vehicles like cars that used to have that.
Oh, okay.
Now, her zero turn out there, it's got the key. It's got the place for the key, and it's got a little choke knob right there. You got to pull up on it, start it. It ain't got to run, but just a second. You push down that choke, and you're ready to go.
Yeah, the choke's on it to start it.
Yep. Yep. It's been a good one. I guess it's about.
I picked that little 2-horse engine up, a little Briggs with the ice white paint, because that was the color of that white. The Briggs and Stratton, that white color was called ice white.
Yeah.
And you could buy it from Briggs and Stratton if you restore the engine. And I got that. I got it without the shroud. So the year that it was made was not there, because all the information was on the shroud, little tag on the shroud.
Yeah.
So the year model wasn't there. I got it. I got it about 68 or 69. It was made, because I'm familiar with those engines and the color scheme. So, but that little 2-horse, man, those I want to say this one came off of an edger, because the little 2-horses were on edgers back then.
Yeah. Speaking of mowers, my wife mowed the grass today, and it's right close to dark. I'm like, what are you cutting grass for? It's not even long. She goes, I want to cut the grass. And boy, she tore that yard up. We had all that rain,
Oh, okay.
And there's big patches of grass missing where just the tires tore it out. I'm like, I said, you burnt this front yard. Good God, woman. It'd be all right. Give it a couple of days. I said, that grass ain't going to grow back overnight. It probably won't grow back to spring. That big bald spots out there.
So you could see the muddy tracks where the tires went.
Yeah, and she run
Muddy
across the
trails.
neighbor's driveway, and she got darn dirt all over the driveway. I'm like, what are you doing?
Dang.
That's her baby. She bought and paid for that zero turn 10, 11 years ago.
Wow.
I've rebuilt the deck on it once. After 8 years, I had to rebuild the deck. Kawasaki engine. It still runs as good as it did the day we got it. Knock on wood. Keep the oil changed in it. I think we did change a plug once, maybe twice.
No, I'll be right back.
Okie doke. I used to tell my ex-wife that I said be leaving for work. I'd say, "Well, I'll see you later." She'd look at me and said, "Don't you threaten me." Ooh. Guess he had to lean off the dock. You poured
Yeah, I
yourself.
had to lean off the dock. Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad I got up and checked on that stew. It would have been burnt by now.
Well, you poured another daiquiri, so you must you gonna hang a little longer.
Yeah, probably another 5-10 minutes, something like that.
We kept saying that night Sal was in here.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
kept going.
another
That was
10
fun
minutes,
though. I
another
enjoyed it.
hour, another 10 minutes, another hour. Everybody knows that.
Oh yeah. That's how it works.
What's up, Miss Carol? How you
We
doing,
used to
Miss
do
Jamie?
that on Lance's lives. You know, they'd go, and they still can go 4 hours on
Oh
average,
yeah,
pretty
5,
regular.
6. Yeah,
Yeah, but used to be, man, we'd always run late. That was some fun lives, but I think everybody's done it so long now. We just get a little.
and I used to be uh 8 hours. That was a regular stream for me years
Yeah.
ago. You know,
Oh
because
yeah.
I was doing the wheels. Hell, I think I did 6 or 7 wheels in one night. That was like a 8 hour stream. But I was doing some wheels for somebody else that
What do you
he
mean
needed
by wheels?
my silver wheels. When I was doing the silver and gold wheels,
Okay, I don't know what you're talking about, but all right.
silver, like silver money,
Yeah.
and then I would do gold coins. At it was I do a wheel with 12 spots on the wheel, and it was $10 a spot,
Ah,
and we'd spin the wheel. And whoever's name it would land on, the computer would say the name.
yeah.
And that was good, especially like when it was borderline, the computer knew uh, whose name it was because there was some of them so close. I mean, it's
Right.
right on the line. I mean, if I had to look at if it was a wheel that I had, well, with the clicker on it, where you
Yeah. You would.
knew who it was like that, but just like with a little pointer on it, that
Yeah.
pointed at it. No, you have to have a computer to decide
Right.
that.
Oh, this. Yeah.
Because if oh yeah, that's mine. No, that's mine. Well, no, actually, we spin it over again.
Right. Right. Yeah.
But with that wheel, it was a wheel decide is the site for it. With that one, the computer tell you who won. The name will pop up. So
Got a 2017 Infinity
in
in.
in the shop, in her mechanic shop.
Right.
Ain't nothing but
What are you doing to it? Or what do you got to do to it? Or you just got to diagnose it first?
Didn't be big when you that. Hey, that's good. He's in the middle. Hey, it keeps getting on the thread. And it gets in the thread, supposed to get them out. And there,
Yeah.
they're on juice.
Okay.
that when they come out.
Well, I don't see a comment, so I guess still typing it.
Yeah.
No, and I was listening. Missy was saying something.
Yeah. I was wondering what that was. That was her talking. I thought she was on the phone.
Yeah.
Maybe.
She had a few teeth pulled on that
Oh.
side right there, and she had real pretty teeth when we met. You know, that was a long time ago, and the dentist said that reflux caused her teeth to get shorter and shorter and shorter over time. No, I just got that from right there. I mean, that is just weeks though. Let me see.
Derek, my son, he just had all his teeth
Yeah.
pulled out. Now he's going to get false teeth.
I think Sunday coming up or Thursday coming up.
Yeah, this is this week's. Look at that, 87 cents a pound for turkey, frozen turkey, $5.97 for New York strip steak, 97 cents a pound for pork butt roast, pork roast, 97 cents, 97 cents for smoked ham,
Where's that at?
super one.
Okay, we don't
I
have
got
one of
them
those.
all over Louisiana. I think Mississippi's got. I think. What is that? Peak. Wait. What is that town in Mississippi up there?
Wiggins, Hattiesburg.
No, close to the Louisiana line.
They don't have the ham on sale.
Oh, you're talking about
They got a Wayne Lee's there.
Come eat. Come on.
Wayne Lee's way up there.
Well, it's not up there. It's about the Louisiana side. You know, by the Panhandle of Louisiana.
But it's in Mississippi.
Yeah. Where's that town of Mississippi? There, it's by that corner, about across from Bogalusa.
Bogalusa is where I'm thinking. Well, you got Columbia, real close to there, and then Tylertown and Kokomo. My mother was born up in that part of Mississippi. Is the reason I even know them names. But
I forget the town of
that's
Mississippi
Pearl
right there.
River County, I think, right through there. Bogalusa. Yeah, I can't remember either.
Crap. I'm gonna that's bugging me now. I got a friend of mine, he's from there.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been through Columbia, and we went and crossed over the state line there at Bogalusa. I was with one of my uncles that really knew that area because he was raised there too. He's been dead now for years. But he drove us all through them back roads and stuff about a year or two before he died. It's
I want to see Picayune.
yeah, Picayune's a little further south than that. But not much. That's still close to
That's the
Louisiana.
that's the one I'm thinking of. Picayune.
Okay, Picayune, yeah.
That's what I said, right across the line there.
Yeah, it is. It's real close to the line. And yeah, all that's pretty close to each other. You're right.
No, actually it's Poplarville or Picayune?
Probably Picayune.
Probably Picayune, I'm thinking of.
Yeah,
they got a Wayne Lee's there at Picayune.
I'll be darned. I didn't know that. I knew they had one in Pascagoula and Lucedale. I never knew they branched out that far.
Well, I don't know if it's the same Wayne Lee or not. Perry. Perry's
yeah.
family.
That's true. I mean, that's always just been a family-owned business. I can't see. I mean, hey, it's possible. Who knows? You know,
Because
Wayne Lee,
buddy of mine's brother was the manager there. Buddy of mine's brother, he was the manager there at the Lee's store, Wayne Lee's or whatever.
I'll tell you a little story about Wayne Lee. I'm old enough to remember him. He had one arm ripped off, and one arm guy. Yeah. And he's from the same area my mom is from, and they all knew each other. And she told me how he lost that arm. He was going down one of them roads one day, had his arm out the window. You know, nobody had air conditioning back in them days, and a log truck was coming. It was a 2-lane road. Log truck come by and had a log that was sticking way out. Jagged log caught his arm and literally ripped it out of the shoulder. That's how he lost that arm.
Damn.
And I'm sure he wrecked and everything in the process. But he's the one that started Wayne Lee. He is Wayne Lee.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. They used to have a picture of him when you by the office customer service where Perry would sit at.
We shopped there, so I seen him many, many times till he died. And his son Jerry Lee had his own little grocery store businesses going on. And Perry Lee, younger brother, he's the one that took over Wayne Lee's when Wayne Lee died. I was a rich man. He turned that store. My mama told me how it got started. My mama said that she said he started with like a cow on the corner selling meat and everything from slaughtering. He took that and turned it into 2 or 3 cows. You know what I'm saying? He just built it from nothing, really. Eventually had enough money to actually build a brick and mortar place. And then, hey, the rest is history. He turned it into a money-making thing over the years, you know. He left his kids well off. Yep, Wayne Lee.
Well, like I said, I don't know if it's Wayne Lee's, but it was a Lee's store, I want to say. And and there's a lot of Lee's from Picayune.
There used to be. I shouldn't say this on your live.
I'm pretty sure it's Picayune, though.
Well, you know, he was only one-armed, and he sells meat. You know, that's kind of how he got started. And somebody at work one day said this, and everybody just thought it was hilarious. But it says, nobody beats Wayne Lee's meat, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, he lived in the rich side of town. We used to go look at Christmas lights every year, and his was always decked out. Wayne Lee's house.
Yeah.
Oh.
Not me. I couldn't.
I just racked it before I left, so that's a tomorrow issue.
Oh, okay.
It's got a powertrain roar. I remember a buddy of mine, he had a Suburban that he got for real cheap. And when he go down the interstate, he could hear a roar from the rear end. He rebuilt that rear end. That roar never went away.
Like
with different rear end. So it had to be something else beside the rear end, because he swapped rear ends out and the roar would still be there. And like, well, it's not the rear end that's making a roar. And he redid, I mean, all brand new everything.
I'm gonna tell you, I remember changing out a bunch of wheel bearings and us trying to figure out what's that. Sometimes it sounds like it's coming from the rear, and sometimes it ain't. Sometimes it's actually coming from like the front right or something like that.
Oh yeah, front, yeah. Well, it wasn't the rear. It wasn't in the rear anymore when he changed it out. It wasn't the rear anymore. You know, he's like, I got to look somewhere else for this.
Right. What kind of transmission? Because
I don't know. It was a Suburban, like a 80.
Oh, it's probably automatic then.
86, 87 miles or something like that. Yeah, automatic.
Yeah. I had to rebuild a manual transmission. I had a 69 Mustang, and it was roaring like that. It was needle bearings in the actual. It was what kind of transmission? I don't forgot. It's been so many years. But had to buy new needle bearings for it. They were wore out and singing away. I used to know how to work on them, but I don't know crap about an automatic transmission. That's in a world of its own, especially nowadays.
Well, I'm gonna get out of here.
Eat your shrimps too.
Be true to my word. 10 minutes, and it's almost 11 minutes after. So
Okay.
you want to say adios to everybody, and then I'm gonna do my outro.
Adios. Peace. Balloons.
There you go. Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
Appreciate the link,
Oh,
boo.
Auburn and Texas A&M tied at 31. Wow, A&M come back. Oh no, Auburn had came back. Yeah, that's right. Now, what's the Bama score, David? All right, Tommy, David, Miss Carol, Pat, Paulson, Diabolical, Monsieur John. Let's see who else is in here. Quick Wrench, Pat, yeah. Let's see.
Rail 9222. Or not, that don't say rail. What does that say?
What's
Raji.
that?
Right now, I'll just
Real
look
9222.
Yeah.
Rail, yeah. Take it easy on me. He's up in Montana. He's a mechanic. He does a
Okay.
lot of old antique, Stangs and Camaros, such as Chevelle, stuff like that. Those 60s stuff.
Yeah.
He does a lot. He's got a nice shop up there. So, all right, everybody. Good to see y'all. Y'all remember, y'all know the routine. It's good being north of the grass. Y'all stay safe, be that way. Be that way, stay safe. And as always, love, peace, and crackling grease. Catch y'all later. Pluto.
Later.